Today we're going to be talking about sundial growers and any news that has come out recently in the past week or so that is important to shareholders. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to do a quick little dive into the charts and give you hopefully some support and resistance lines to look forward to for this upcoming week. Hi, I'm not a financial advisor. This is my advisor, and let's get right into talking about Sundial. Already this year, Sundial shares are up an astounding 223% year to date. And this incredible rally has pretty much resurrected the company from almost going bankrupt, as it has raised roughly $800 million in cash in the public market. Sundial has also issued an astounding number of shares to take advantage of its skyrocketing price. And at the moment, it has roughly 1.56 billion outstanding shares, which compared to September in 2019, it only had around 103 million. And if you know anything about the stock, you know that all these shares that Sundial is now putting into the market is not doing the shareholders, you guys, any favors, because it's basically just diluting the shares that you have. And I'd have to imagine that Sundial knew what they were doing, because as they were putting all of these shares into the market, they were able to gain enough capital to now lead them to a cash-rich balance sheet, which prior to this rally, they definitely did not have. And now that Sundial has that capital, they can essentially think about merging as well as acquiring smaller cannabis companies. And as you know, Sundial is located in Canada, and Canada has a overwhelming amount of cannabis licensed producers. And most of them are under an incredible amount of stress financially, as well as just trying to stay afloat. And that technically makes them ideal targets for Sundial, if that's the route that Sundial wants to go. And it comes as no surprise that the company closed a $59 million Canadian investment into a company called Zenabis, which then leaves the company around $670 million to further look into acquiring other companies. At the moment, Sundial Growers is pretty much only focusing on Canada, regardless of what the US does on the federal level in terms of legalization, which I think is a good thing, because trying to be two places at once, especially when you're a company that is sort of struggling, is not a good thing. You just need to focus on the one thing and do it well, and that one thing being Canada. Also, I'm genuinely curious about what you guys are doing with Sundial Growers, i.e. if you are a shareholder, let me know down in the comments below what your plans are with this stock so that I can better make videos in the future. So like, if you guys are planning on holding this stock long term, let me know. If you guys are only playing this because it's a swing/momentum trade, because those answers will greatly help me figure out how to make videos about Sundial Growers moving forward, like which parts do I need to focus on more. However, if we back up a bit and look at the company's fundamentals, you will see not great things, which is actually why you letting me know what you plan to do with this stock in the future is important, because if you are planning on holding this stock long term, then sure, fundamentals matter. But if you are only holding this stock for the short term, i.e. not longer than like 2 or 3 months, then no, the fundamentals don't matter. So that's why you letting me know in the comments below is very important. According to Stock Rover data, Sundial Growers has posted negative earnings in the last 5 quarters. Basically just means that if you have a company that is unable to do well financially in the markets, it's not going to have long-term success. And with this incredible rise that Sundial has seen over the past month or two, now puts it in the same category as Canopy Growth and Cronos, in terms of market cap at least. Canopy Growth has grown their sales roughly 93% over the past 3 years, and Cronos Group has grown their sales roughly 128% in that same time period. And while the 3 stocks that I just mentioned, there is clearly one that pretty much doesn't belong, it's no surprise that analysts are actually bearish on all 3, even though the idea that the federal level will legalize marijuana clearly does not change the fact in some analysts' minds. So at the end of the day, competition is stiff in the cannabis market. Sundial Growers' growth has definitely disappointed a lot of people, and the company still has a lot of work to do to become profitable in the future. So let's quickly look at some charts and hopefully give you guys a clue as to where the stock might go this week, March 1st through March 5th. Okay, as you can see on the screen right now, we are looking at Sundial. We have the 20-day 1-hour chart up on the screen, and basically what you see is what you get. We have the rocket ship to the moon up at 487, and then we have the gradual or not so gradual steep decline back to Earth where we currently are right now. So If we just want to quickly draw some Fibonacci retracements, these are things that I love. However, you should not totally rely on these because they're more or less just like suggestions. But as you can see, they work out fairly well with these stocks. Basically, these green lines are support and resistance lines, which you can see pretty much do just their job. They hit it all the time. They use it as support and resistance. However, these should not be the only things that you look at. They hit it right here as well. This blue line is the 20-day moving average, which when you're looking at a stock on this close of a time frame, the 20-day moving average is a good moving average to look at. So I quickly just drew in some trend lines. It cut out there for a bit because I was unable to draw anything successfully. But basically, these trend lines are something that you should be aware of, but not put a whole lot of stock in. Basically, this is just an idea to show you guys what the heck it's doing. It is, at the moment, in a downward trend. However, the one good thing to look at, though, is that it is at the top of the trend, which means that if and when it breaks out of this trend, that's A, a good thing, and B, if and when it breaks out of the trend, at the moment, because it's under it, this red line is resistance, but when it breaks above the trend, this red line will now become support. So if we want to take a look a little closer, this is Thursday, this is Friday, and then this will be Monday, so tomorrow. So depending on where it opens, it looks like it has a chance to open above the top resistance line. If it does, that should be a good thing because then this line now becomes support. So in terms of opening, where are we looking at? We're looking at like 135, 136. If it opens above 135, 136, I think that's a good sign. I'm not saying the stock is going to go up if it opens at 135, but I'm saying that you essentially have broken that trend and it should look for it to stay above this red line. If it opens below, so if we're looking at like 134, 133, which I believe is currently where it closed at on Friday, much of the same. It's the same concept. It just might take a little bit longer to break through this trend line. So keep that in mind. The MACD isn't doing a whole lot. It's not giving us a whole lot of information. There is a green candle there, but it's pretty flat at the moment, so we can't really look at that. In terms of the RSI, it is smack dab in the middle, so can't really make any projections on that. Let's look at the 5-day, 5-minute chart to sort of see what's going on here. I'm going to put the Fibonacci retracements back in if I can stop making unnecessary drawings. So 171, low of 1.1. And as you can see, extended to the left, it uses these Fibonacci retracements to the T. If you want to learn more about Fibonacci retracements, let me know down in the comments below if you want me to make a video explaining how I use them and how you should maybe use them moving forward. But basically the way to explain it is the green lines are support and resistance lines. However, they're more or less suggestions. They're not like super strong. But as you can see, they do get hit with the stock. So because Friday, it pretty much lived on this 133 resistance line, as well as the 141 support, or switch those two. It lived on the 133 support line, and it attempted to break out of the 141 line. It even, at open on Friday, it attempted to break the 148, and it didn't. Came crashing right back through the 141 line and ended up back here at 133. So if we back up a smidge, so in terms of Monday, what we're looking at, I don't know where it's going to open because it is Sunday at the moment. You can be looking at lows of 124 and you could be looking at highs of 148 because I don't think a high of 148 is unheard of because it touched that on Friday. If we back out even more, where is our low point? Okay, so our 5-day low is $1 and $1.10. I'd be shocked if it touches that on Monday, unless like some crazy news comes out. I think we're safe there. If I had to guess, Monday will probably be bouncing anywhere between 124 and 141. That is my guess. If we break the 148 level up here like we attempted to do Friday morning, then our next level of resistance will be 158. Now, again, I can't tell you where the stock is going. I can only give you what I see in the chart. I can't tell you that the stock is going up or the stock is going down. I can't tell you if you should buy more shares. All I can do is prepare you guys for what to expect so that if for whatever reason the stock does open on Monday and it drops to 124 and you see it staying there, you know that that 124 line is a line that I told you guys about, and that should be support. So just keep that in mind. I know you guys are curious. I know you guys want answers of like, should I buy more or not? I can't answer that, and that's a bummer. I'm aware. It'd be a lot easier if I had a golden ball that told you that, but unfortunately I don't. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you for watching this far. If you want more sundial analysis, feel free to stick around, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, and then as always, I will see you guys next video.